What's going on? What's going on, my good? You ready for what we about to drop today? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we're about to get busy and get ready for what we're going to hit the likes when you get into the place to be. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we're about to go live and direct with you. So please get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready for what we're about to do now. We're about to go live in a few minutes. We're about to get this cranking and going. If you're ready for what we're about to do, what's what we're going to do? Get ready for what we're about to drop down on you. This is about to be epic, what we're about to talk about. If you're not ready, this is Lawrence D. Adams. See if this is ready. This music is ready. But yeah, let me see if this is ready. If this is ready, but we're going to drop this down. Just a special announcement coming up shortly this Friday. You do not want to miss this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday because this Friday, you don't want to miss this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday. This Friday, I'm giving you forewarning. Guess who's coming on? What's going on, John? What's going on, Joe? You don't want to miss this Friday because this Friday, who's stepping on into the arena is the one and only Pimp God himself is coming back this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday. What's going on? What's going on? You don't want to miss this Friday because this Friday, Warren B's coming back. So you got this Midwest coming at you this Friday. So you don't want to miss this Friday. Let me give you the subject matter for this Friday. I don't want to miss this Friday. You don't want to miss this Friday, but this Friday it is on and popping. So this Friday we're going to talk about things a pimp knows that the average man needs to know. So this Friday, you don't want to miss this Friday as Warren and myself, Pimp God himself is coming through, and we're going to share that hot off stove out straight out the kitchen for you. So you don't want to miss this Friday. We already got them locked in, so I'm gonna start putting the stuff together. But you don't want to miss this Friday with Pimp God and LDA as we do this all-star, like somebody said, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade hitting it off. You know, we about to get it going. So you don't want to miss this Friday. It's going to be epic. Get your crayons, get whatever you need to do to write down because we're going to go take you to another. In the words of my good friend, good brother, BOA, we about to go to another atmosphere. You know how he says, that's my dude. So I want you to get ready for this Friday. We're going to have Warren B, Pimp God, and Lawrence D. Adams as we come through. It's going to be epic. So let's talk about today's topic. And actually, I've been thinking about it for a minute, so I'm going to go right into it because I'm going to say you're going to hear this repetitively until you get it inside of you. Game is just strategies. That's all game is. Let me get to my get to my YouTube on here. Game is just strategy. 1 second. Okay. If you don't stand out from the crowd, don't wait. So don't wait until. So let's talk about this today. So we always talk about game and strategy, right? So that's the biggest thing that we say. What's going on? Y'all can see me, but I like this. I like the way this look right here. So we realize the game is just strategy. So we realize the game is just strategy. So if you don't stand out from the crowd, don't wait until. So let's get into it. Got 6 minutes in, okay? So most people follow the herd. Whether they're talking, whether they're at the club or they're at church, wherever social club they're in, whatever the case may be, they are people who follow the herd of what the masses do. And what happens is when you're just a person who just follows what everyone else does, guess what happens? You don't stand out from everyone else. See, too many people wonder why their strategy doesn't work. It's because they never stand out outside of the crowd. That does not mean you need to have purple hair, green earrings, and you need to wear tattoos all down your arm. I'm not saying that. Because you always know when we're talking about here, standing up out the crowd always starts within. So how do you do that? To stand out the crowd, you have to tap into the uniqueness that separates you from everyone else. You have to tap into your uniqueness that separates you from everyone else. There's no one else who can talk and wear what I wear and do what I do on YouTube because I am who I am, Lawrence D. Adams. But what you have to do is, in order to clear the noise around you, you have to separate yourself from everyone else. So my premise is this: what makes you different? This is not on. That's what it is. Let's switch this camera. I wonder why I'm looking like this. What makes you different? What makes you different? What makes you different? Too many of you guys look, talk, walk like everyone else. And that is the problem. You walk and talk, you look like everyone else. What makes you stand out from the crowd? What separates you from everyone else? And many times what happen is you look like, I had to switch my camera 1 second and boom. What separates you from everyone else? If you follow the crowd, you can't stand out. You need to clear the noise around you because you're looking like everyone else. Let me drop this down. Get some little. There we go. What separates you from everyone else? Too many of you look, talk, walk, look like everyone else. I'm not saying for you to come out here and be a clown. No. But what makes you inwardly first stand out from everyone else? Let's go to business. You're in the business and you're in an arena where everyone else is selling the same thing, doing the same thing you're doing. But what happened? What separates you? This is game. Believe me, this is game. This is real game because it's going to apply to everything what I'm going to talk about. What's going to separate you from everyone else? If you are selling cars, what separates you from everyone else in the arena who is selling cars? There must be something unique about you or uniqueness that you need to tap into to separate you from everyone else. On YouTube, what separates me from everyone else? There has to be something distinctively that separates what I do from everyone else is saying this almost the same thing, but they don't have that on it. They don't have that pizzazz on it that only I can offer. See, that's the difference because everyone may not be able to receive with them, but they can digest what I'm saying. What separates you from everyone else? This is also goes when you're dealing with women. What separates you from every other guy that's approaching? Are you saying the same lines that Joe Blow say down the street? Are you dressing the same way? Are you trying to lead with your car? Are you trying to lead with your water? What separates you from every man that approaches her? What pegs her attention to you and say, there's something about you. I don't know what it is. See, too many of you are standing in the crowd and wondering why you're getting the same results as everyone else. What's going on? What's going on? So what separates you from everybody else? Too many of you are saying the same thing, walking the same way, talking the same way, and you have not tapped into the uniqueness of who you are. You have to tap into the uniqueness of who you are and how you do things. I can never sound like Alpha Kingdom. I can never sound like Trav. I can never sound like Mr. Lucario. I can never sound like Mr. Man in Action. I can never sound like King Dre. I can never sound like BOA. There is distinctions to separate us from who we are. And the thing that we have to do is capitalize on what separates us from what we do and what we say. You, on the turn, must tap into the uniqueness of who you are. What is it about you that makes you different? What is it about you that you need to capitalize on that makes you stand out above the crowd? No one can wear a fedora hat on YouTube like me, plain and simple. That's just how I feel. You can't change that. I'm going to rock my fedora hat. Black, brown, gray. I need a blue one. Who gonna rock it like that? I got a white one, but it's too big. What separates you from everyone else? How does this apply to game? This is game all the way because it's a strategy. If you have five people selling if you have five people selling barbecue on the same street, what separates them? What separates their barbecue joints from the other one? It has to be something unique that separates them from everyone else. Capitalize on what separates you from the crowd. And that's the problem. You have not capitalized from what separates you from everyone else. You're going and you're just like a clown. You're like the Oompa Loompas on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oompa, oompa, oopity, oo. Be a story that's definitely true. You're doing the same thing. Everybody look the same. Da, 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 da. You don't. What separates you? For those that don't know, those distinctions were steps. For those that don't know, those distinctions, what steps can be taken to find that out. So if you don't know what separates you to make the distinction, you need to tap into what is your unique spin on life? What is your philosophy? How do you view life? You need to capitalize on what in you that separates you from everyone else. There's a guy who, that's a good question, who was interested in, I heard this story multiple times and I can't think of where I heard it from. He was in high school, but he was, I think somebody told it, I think one of the content creators told it, he was into building little kits or little electrical kits that you get from a Radio Shack. And so what happens is the cheerleader was talking to the head of the football team, and she found out that this guy that everybody sort of like, oh, he's a little nerd, whatever the case may be, was into that. Guess what happened? The guy that was into making these little kits and things from Radio Shack pulled the girl, the head cheerleader, because she was interested in that. And guess what? They end up going together because he capitalized on something that he liked to do that was completely different, not some kind of weirdo stuff, but something that he liked to do and he found passion about. And she said, wow, I like that too. The problem is everyone wants to sound the same. You think about even a rap today. Everybody want to rap the same. Everybody want to sound the same. No one's wanting to step out and be completely different. Hit the likes when you get in. I appreciate that. So what separates you from everyone else? And if you're in business, what distinction? So yeah, you make cakes, but my father used to have a cookie business. My father used to have a cooking business when I was younger. Even then I was like, wow, he had a cookie business. But what separated him from from when he made cookies was this. He took time in presentation. He took time. He smiled with the individual. He did things that no one else would do with the cookies, and he sold them from a place from his heart. Anybody can sell his cookie because during that time, Famous Amos was out and Mrs. Fields was out. But what separated my dad's cookies was the personal touch, and people were hooked on his cookies. They couldn't figure out what it was about my dad's cookies. You know why? Because, oh my God, thank you for the super chat right there. Appreciate that, Tim. Thank you for coming on. So what's separating you from everyone else? You need to you need to embrace your uniqueness and your difference. Not in some weird, I don't want you to be talking about, yeah, girl, I got 5 arms. You capitalize on something weird, but you capitalize on something that distincts you, that separates you from what other people are doing or how they look and whatever the case may be. Appreciate that super chat right there. So even in the game, even in business, when you're doing business with people, what separates you from them signing a contract with you? Not some slick, shady, backwoods kind of stuff. No, it's what separates you. What separates you from the other person? What, even when you're dealing with a relationship, even the woman, what separates you? What's going on, Ted? What's good, everybody? What's going on? What separates you from all the other women that he approaches, or vice versa? Because you might be approaching, you never know. What separates you? What makes you uniquely different from all the other women? Because men pay attention to that. What the men on this channel should be paying attention to. And to the elite core, shout out to the elite core, the elite core. Shout out to the elite core that's here today. So what separates you from all the other people? What makes you different? What cologne or what perfume for the woman that you wear? What style that you have that makes you look completely different? You have to capitalize on what makes you different. How do you find it? That Joe asks. It's a good question. You find it when you become comfortable in who you are. You find it when you realize what you have, what doesn't. Peace to the elite core. What's up to the elite core? You find it when you embrace how you are not everybody else. You need to find out what is inventory time 2021. You need to find out what makes you stand out above the crowd. If you don't stand out above the crowd, you're going to die being the same. Y'all don't know, be here Friday. Pimp God is coming through. I'm letting y'all know first. To the elite, shout out to the elite core. So to the elite core, shout out to you. That's people who gave super chats, bought books, who've been here all the time. What separates you from everyone else? So y'all better be here Friday. Midwest gonna be here in the house. I might have to put my other fedora hat on, but yeah, Warren B, Pimp God's gonna be here Friday, 12:30 sharp. Y'all better be ready. So peace. What's going on, Fierce? So what's going on? Was thinking about this morning. Got certain words I say and how I say them that make just as different, right? What separates you? What separates James Bond? Think about this, and I might be aging myself. What separates James Bond from the guy from Gilligan's Island? Huh? What separates James Bond from the guy from Gilligan's Island? Two different. They're both men. One is more this, and the guy from Gilligan Island. Oh, what separates him from and I said Gilligan's Island, like y'all guys know. Let me get something a little bit up to speed. What separates him from Steve Urkel? What separates James Bond from Steve Urkel? There is a distinct difference. And then think about it. Even Steve Urkel capitalized on what made him different. So you got to realize, as a man, what separates you from everyone else. Because if you're trying to be like someone else, because I don't want you to be like LDA. No, we don't need no more clones. There can only be one me, born in 1972, ready to get this going. So you got to think about what separates you from everyone else. I can never be an Alpha Kingdom. Shout out to my brother. Can never be him. Completely different energy, different style. But what happens is I don't crap on his style. I celebrate his style because he celebrates what we vice versa celebrate each other's style. So the uniqueness, your way, your delivery, that's what you were getting at. Your delivery, Ian, that's what you were saying. Your delivery is completely different. Everyone knows when they hear a certain song and it begins, you know it's a Prince song. You know it's separated from what? Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson song come on, you know it's Michael Jackson. You know it's what? Michael Jackson. You know how you hear dun, 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 what? That's Michael Jackson. That's the Jackson 5. You start going, dun, dun, you start dancing. There has to be something that separates you from someone else. Be your auxiliary, what? Authentic to the IT. Right. What's going on? My good people, salute to the elite core, Salute to you. You got to think what separates you. You have to, like my dude said right here, Renaissance, say you have to what? Be your authentic self. See, that's the problem. And now let me get something right, because some of y'all authentic self need some authentic work, because you're just need to brush up and you need to be smooth around because you're a little crazy and you need to get some things together. So don't just think about, I'm just going to be my unique self. I'm going to do it. No, you need to polish that a little bit. You need to refine it so it's digestible to the people, to the consumer, the end product. The end consumer is who? The girl, business, or whatever you're doing. So don't think I'm just gonna be my authentic. You better accept me for who I am. Nah, bro. You might need to change that a little bit. The ATL in the house. What's going on? ATL in the house. Salute to the elite core. So, so I want you to get this. I want you to get this. Yeah, you need to embrace your authentic self, but also don't let your authentic self stop you from refining who you are, because your authentic self here at this level may not be a good for where you are going. So you got to do that. What separates you from everyone else? What's going to make you stand out from above the crowd? Because if you're trying to be in the crowd, fit in, you will get lost and nobody will remember your name. To this day, you know who Prince is and you know who Michael Jackson is. They made a decision, like I want you to make a decision today. I'm not going to be like everyone else. I'm going to be my authentic self and embrace it. Second of all, most of all, I am going to be who I am. Now, I understand the demographics of this channel, 25 to 34, 34 to I think 40, 30, 35, 40, whatever the case may be. And you're in that spot. But how do I know? How do I embrace it? You can't look at the context clues in your life. What is it about you that just make it you? Like for me, I like to dress. See, I got the fedora on, got the little gold chain, got, little wherever this is going on. Certain things and certain styles separate you from someone else. I'll give you an example. I was out, anybody who in Cleveland knows this, I was out near Chagrin Falls, real nice, area. Went out there for dinner it might have been for my mother's birthday, I think it was. So I'm dressed, I had my brown shoes on, some jeans, lapel and things like that. And I'm there sitting there talking. And so these two guys came up to me and said, "Hey, how you doing? Who are you?" Well, I said, I'm just Lawrence D. Adams. Like, Lawrence, yeah, what do you do, Lawrence? And I said, well, I do A, B, C, D, F, G. Like, really? Man, you just really sharp. We thought you were some kind of star or whatever. What do you do? So we start talking. I shoot the breeze with them. And another guy come up. And he began talking. All because I did not stand in the crowd, but I knew how to conversate with the people in the crowd. Pay attention to what I just said. I stood outside of the crowd, but I know how to talk to the people in the crowd. It's just smooth right there. You got to know how to talk to the people that are in the crowd that you have just left. Let's get with see what Joe. A lot of us don't know what the authentic self because we worn the mask too long. Examples, if you have been trained from the start to be a simp, it'd be the hardest to recognize the true masculine unless you get help. Please say that for the people in the back of the room. Yeah, so many people have been trained to not embrace their true masculinity and for the women to embrace their true femininity. And so for them to say, what? To look in the mirror for real because you've been trained by society, jump, 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 do this, do that. And you don't know how do I break out of this mask of just being me? Oh, I understand. This right here was me. You understand? That was me. And two, I realized that the mask was killing, not literally killing me, but it was suffocating me, the real me. The mask was suffocating the real me, who I really am. Because the mask that I wore for church, the mask that I wore when I went to work, the mask that I wear when I talk to women, the mask that all these masks that I wore only was suffocating the real authentic masculine man that I am. So until I said, I got to take this mask off, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's not working. Trying to look for acceptance through everyone else with this mask because you're with the sheep with this mask on and you looking through the mask. You said, I'm a sheep too. But reality inside, you were never designed to be a sheep. And when it happens, because you were never designed to be a sheep, the suit of the sheep is suffocating the real you. It is only when someone what? Said, wake up, get out. You are in a perpetual Halloween suit for years. I don't know, when I was young, we had a Halloween suit with the plastic mask on, and you get the eyes cut out and the mouth and the nose cut out, and we walk around and tie up on the back, and you walking around like this. That's how we wore the mask. Many of you are like that in life. You walking around with the mask and you can't breathe. Because the true essence of who you are, like he said right here, been simping. Don't know how to embrace your masculinity. For the women who listen, don't know how to embrace your femininity. And you're suffocating under the auspices of someone else's opinion of you or definition of you. So it's when you decide to wake up out of that and say, I can't not be like everyone else. I cannot be like everyone else. Now, this is not a ticket or a conversation for you to be some kind of weirdo walking around with sandals in the wintertime with a house robe on, standing down saying, I'm being my authentic self. No, we are not talking like that. This is not that conversation. This is not for some conversation for you to be some socially awkward individual and talk about, I'm embracing my full self. No, this is for you to still be able to function in society. Let me give that disclaimer right now. Don't you come on here and say, when I listened to LDA and he said I should do that. No, I did not say that. This is not a time for you. I'm sitting out from a crowd. No, not for you to be some socially awkward individual. No, then you are weirdo and you're we need to watch you. You might need pills or something. This is not that conversation. This is a conversation for you to realize that you have worn a mask too long and you got to take it off. You got to take it off. You got to take it off because it's suffocating the real you. So the thing that you really asking, bro, how you take it off? How do you get out of this sheep's mask that you have on? How do I do that? How do I embrace who I really am? It's not going to happen overnight because you've been used to wearing this mask all your life. It's not going to happen overnight. You've been wearing this mask for all your life. If this is resonating with you, let me know if this is resonating with you. This is like, yo, man, you down my street. Let me know if you resonated with this is resonating with you. If you understand what I'm saying to you. Let me know in the chat room. Let me know that this is resonating with you, what I'm saying. And why you have not been winning in life. This is real game right here. If you understand the potency of what I'm giving you right now, this is real game. If you study any great people, you realize that the great people were not like other people. Great people, when you look at this, I study lives of multiple people in different industries, sports, entertainment, philosophy, church, whatever the case may be. It was those who decided to stand outside of the crowd. You see, on my street, in my living room, that's what I'm talking about, bro. It's those who decided to stand out above the crowd. And it doesn't have to be something big that you know, it can be something just simple, the way you talk. It could be the way you look. It could be the way you cut your hair. I don't got no hair, but it could be the way you wear your hat. It could be something that everybody, and out of that, like my family knows when I walk down the street, oh, that's Lawrence right there. Because they know by the way I walk. And I'm not trying, it's just how I walk. So what separates you from everyone else? In 2021, you will have to decide from what I'm talking about today, that what's going to separate you from everyone else? When are you going to embrace it? So let's go to the next thing. When you separate when you begin to separate from the crowd, stand upon the crowd, everybody tell me what's going to happen next. You're going to have some haters. It's natural. It's just nature. It's just butter, baby. It's just butter. When you stand out above the crowd and embrace who you are, you will have some haters. You will have some haters. You will have people who do not like who you are, who would despise you because you know why? You decided not to be like everyone else. You decided to go your own path. You decided to embrace who you really are and not worry about the public opinion of what people think, because the public opinion of people think cannot stop you from being you. That's the difference. You will have resistance on multiple levels. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want somebody to lie to you, this is the wrong channel for it. You will have people who will try to force you to come back and be like, yo, man, you was just a year ago. Why you acting strange, bro? Why you acting like that? Why you doing that? Because you are not, because you decided to say, hey, that mask don't fit me no more. I'm standing out above the crowd. I'm doing things different. They're going to want you to get back to where they were because they're comfortable with you fitting in the crowd. They are comfortable with you fitting in the crowd and just settling in, because then they don't have to change and they don't have to embrace themselves. So what they do to fight you from completely leaving the group, they start hating on you. They start shaming you. They start telling you ain't nothing. You thought you was something. That's why your mama did this. That's why your father did this. That's why your grandma did this. That's why the people did that. You know why? It's because you have decided to step outside of the crowd. How does this apply to where you're at right now? This applies to where you're at right now because people are always satisfied with what's comfortable and not what makes them uncomfortable. So for you to stand outside of the crowd, that means you need to embrace yourself, but that also means that you got to get ready for people to not embrace you. You have to be comfortable that some people will not embrace who you are. Some people will not embrace who you are. Some people will not like you. It's okay. It's okay. But what you must do is this: get some tough skin and say, oh, well, I must move on. I must move on. So, any questions that we have right now? You don't want to miss Friday? This Friday, Warren B. Pimp Guy is going to be here. We're going to hit that Midwest ism for you. You don't want to miss that. Any questions on what we talked about today? Because in 2021, that's when it's going to separate you. Because what's about to come down the line is going to be a surprise. I'm telling you. That's why you got to stand out above the crowd. In your business, I don't know how many of y'all in here got businesses, but if you have a business, you need to be on it. You need to be on it. You need to, it says business is key. I think it's king, but marketing is queen. So you need to be on it. You need to find out what is it that you need to do differently. If you in business, you need this right here. This is marketing 101. If you want better business, separate yourself from one of everybody's. You need to dig deeper, and it's called niche or niche, either one how you want to pronounce it. It's the same way I'm saying even when you're dealing with the opposite sex. What separates you? What is your niche even in that? When you find that out, guess what happens? You're going to find people who this the other thing. When you separate yourself from the crowd, this is what's going to happen. People, and I said this multiple different ways, Because you separate yourself from the crowd, people are going to embrace the new you or the authentic you. And when they embrace the authentic you, they're going to celebrate you, but they're going to also follow your lead. When you embrace your authentic self and you step out of the crowd, you're going to find out that people from some kind of odd reason are going to gravitate to you. I want to do business with you. She wants it. What? You want to talk to me? I don't know. What is it about you? It's because you stepped out outside of the crowd. You're not like the norm. And what's going to happen is people are going to automatically, like a magnet, attract to you because you're not like everyone else. You're not talking the same way. You're not dealing the same way. You're not you're not functioning the same way. When you step out about outside of the crowd, you'll understand you'll get different business that you wouldn't have get if you would have stayed in the crowd because you're like everyone else. But because there's a difference between McDonald's and Burger King, but they both sell burgers. There's a distinct difference in them. But guess what? What separates them? You think about it. What separates? One has a clown and one has a king. One has a clown and one has a king. Separation. So I'm telling you right now, when you begin, what's going on, babe? See, what's going on? Feel so right. Appreciate that. So what separates you from everyone else has to be your uniqueness. So what separates McDonald's from Burger King is a clown and a king. One's a clown, one has a king. Food is completely different. Who they serve is completely different. You gotta understand that in every area of your life, what separates you from your competition? Oh yeah. I mean, y'all didn't realize that. I mean, y'all, come on now. Yeah, see right there, babe. See, LD, I didn't know you make beats. I love the beat from yesterday. Yeah, that's on the back burner. I got stuff on. If you put my name in the Google machine, put Lawrence D. Adams, you'll see that I have a track on Google, on Apple, Amazon, Tidal, all the streaming, any streaming services that you see. You'll see that you'll see that I have that. You have that track out. I need to probably bring this track out because it's pretty cold. So yeah. So I'll probably I maybe this year I bring this track out because this the test lab right here, whether it was good for the audience. I'll play it again at the end just for you. But yeah, so even then, this music that I played yesterday, it's not for everybody, but it's against the grain. It separates me from everybody else. So even the track that's out there, even y'all want to bring that, y'all want me to do that? Y'all want me to bring this track and bring it out to the public? Let's get a vote in here. What's going on, big nephew? What's going on, babe? See what's going on? Y'all want me to bring that track from yesterday and bring it out to the public? So yeah. So so back to what we're talking about. Even the music I do has to stand out. What's going on, Ray? Keep spreading that positive message. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Say, yeah, please do. Now, the track you heard last night at the end, I think I played it at the beginning too. I'm going to play it at the end again. But yeah, so you got to separate you from let it go. Oh, y'all saying let it go? I don't know, man. I got to create a cover for it, but I'll bring that track out. So on any streaming services, you'll be able to hear that track. Any streaming services, that'll be on Spotify, Apple Play, and Apple Play, Google Play, and Apple and iTunes and Amazon. You'll be able to hear this track, but it take me a minute to I got to get it uploaded and actually get it cleaned up a little bit. And then I'll bring that track out. And then, when you get that track, I'm not in business to make for the likes. I'm in business to make that money. Just being plain and simple. I'm not in business to get the likes per se. I'm in because you like with your money. So I'm in it to make money. I ain't no variance here. I'm in it to make money. Plain and simple. I'm bring out a good product, but I'm also here to make. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make what? Sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Are you said thank you, LD. I will play it on the apps. So yeah. So what I'll do is it's gonna take me a minute to actually got to do back end work and actually upload that track and clean it up. And I'll make sure this week I'll about a weekend or so, I'll have it cleaned up and uploaded so you can get it on all streaming services. Take a minute for it to get on all streaming services, about a week or so to get on all the streaming services, and you'll be able to do that. So yeah, I'm just saying, if it ain't making dollars and if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. This is definitely. I'm just letting you know. Oh, LDA about to switch everything. This whole platform about to switch up because you know why? You got to offer end user a better product, and I had to stand on above the crowd. So what other content creator is making beats, making music, doing positive, talking the game in this level? Because I got to stand out from my competition. There's always competition. That's just life. But that's what you got to realize. If you think everybody's for you, they're not for you. If you don't realize everybody's competition, guess what was happening? You're going to settle and not go to the next level. That's why you got to realize that you got to stand above the crowd. How do you stand above the crowd? You realize that everybody on some level is your competition, and that this world, like I said yesterday, is a cold, cold world. And if you don't embrace the coldness of it, you will be left behind. So yeah, I'll bring it out. I'll play it again today, but that'll be the last time you hear it is today. That'll be the last time you hear it today. And then from there, boom, it will be on all the streaming services under Lawrence D. Adams. So this is what I want you to do. Babe C, if you there, I want you to do something. Babe C, I want you to do something because you like that track. I want you right now. You there, Babe C? Let me know because I need you to do something. I know you at work or you may be outside, wherever the case may be. I want you to do something. This is standing above the crowd. I want you to do something for me. Since you heard the track yesterday, okay, what do you think the name of the track should be named? Somebody, so we got everybody in here. You heard the track yesterday. I play a little bit of it today. Just a little bit. Don't use. Play a little bit of it today. What should the name of it be? What should the name of this track be? Come on, Elite Core. Yeah, it's pressure in it. How you think I feel when I got to come up with it? Somebody else come in the chat room. Tell me what do you think the name? What should the name of this be? About that business. What should the name of this track be? What should the name of this track be? What should the name of this track be? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, y'all. Come on. I get that ism all today. I'm trying to get you to stand above the crowd. Come on. Come on, y'all. Tough Skin. All right. 2021. 2021. All right. All right, come on, let's get the name. Let's get a vote in. Come on, we got less than 15 minutes. Come on, let's get a name for this track. I see the couple names in there. Come on. What should we name this track? I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more, and I'm gonna drop it this weekend. What should we name this track? GMP. What's GMP stands for? Made for us. Made what? Made for this. Okay, let's get a consensus with the stunt. With the stunt. What she name it? Come on, let's get a consensus. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, you lunch break. Get that salad. Get that. What should we name this track? Come on. And I'm gonna drop it this weekend. Come on, let's get a name. Come on, y'all. Come on. Made for this. Everybody, let's get a consensus. So let's just sort of put this all together. 2021 made for this. Let's get it. Come on, let's get a name for this track. The difference, the authentic, just cause. All right. Ear. Okay, all right, ear axum. Mission. Okay, let's get a consensus, everybody. Let's get a consensus on what we should name this track. Because you know how it starts off raw in the beginning. And it's only 4 minutes. It's only 4 minutes at that. I think I created. So let's get that guitar going in the beginning. What should we name this track? You say Mission. So let's do this. Mission 2021. Come on. And I ain't got it cranked up all the way, man. If I had it cranked up all the way, it'd be over. Wow, I like that. This might be it. This might be it right here. Highway to Freedom. That might be it right there. Jaguar, I think you might have hit it. Y'all agree with Highway to Freedom? Let me get my book. I'm writing it down. What we gonna name this? Highway to Freedom, y'all agree? Because once I put it up there, that's it. Highway to Freedom. Can we get it? Can we agree to that? Oh man, okay. Highway to, we agree with that? Highway to Freedom. Can we agree to that? That's the one. Let's get that guitar. Let's get that guitar riff in the beginning. Let's get that guitar riff. We gotta stop it. Let's get that guitar riff in the beginning. One. I'm writing it down now. That's it. Highway to Freedom. Let me make sure I get. All right, we getting it. We getting it. Make sure I honor you, Jaguar. It's coming. It's coming this weekend. Exclusive. I'm gonna put this track in. That's it. The Highway to Freedom. Everybody with that? Can I give? So if you with the name of the song called Highway to Freedom, put a 1 in the chat room. If you don't agree, put a 2. So if you agree that the name of this track should be Highway to Freedom, put a 1 in the chat room. If you think it shouldn't be, put a 2. We about to end. If we can help y'all get, please understand what we just did, and I'm explaining once the 1s or the 2s come in. You'll understand what I just did, and okay. I need a couple more 1s if you think the name of this track should be Highway to Freedom. Okay. Okay. All right, so we getting the 1s in. I need one more 1 to let me know to get this going. All right, that's it. I see it. I'm writing it down. See, I can't talk about something I don't do, so I'm writing it down now. There's the other 1s. Okay. Yep. Manifestation. So I see the 1s in there. I'm writing your stuff down. Okay. So there's the 1s. It is official. Let me explain what we just did. It's manifestation, but I'm gonna tell you. Let me drop the music so y'all can get this, because you're gonna see it this weekend. And when you see it on the streaming, it's gonna take a minute for it to get onto all the streaming services. I'm being completely transparent, but that's gonna be the Truth Seeker. MGTOW, I got you, man. I appreciate that, Jaguar. I appreciate that. So let me tell you what I just did. Let's say what we just did in light of what we talked about. I said, stand out from above the crowd. That's what I've been talking about. Embrace your authentic self. I've been saying that. I've been saying that people are going to like you because you stand out about the crowd. I said, you got to be different. Embrace your difference. This track was made last year sometime. I don't even remember. Been sitting on it. I got other stuff been sitting on. But I want you to see what we did today. What we did was a group project. When you have something, that music is unique. It is not for everyone. Everyone's not going to like it. But what they're going to do when they hear it is what Babe C says. She feel like she wants to take over the world. Or what did she say? Let me go up. Let me see if I can go up and what she say. Because you said, I'm compelled to strut like I own the building when I hear this. I'm compelled to strut like I own the building when I hear this. Please understand what we just did today. We just did what we talked about in this live stream. If you stand out above the crowd, guess what? How to stand out above the crowd? We took a song that was already made. It's going to be cleaned up. Got to master it down. And what we did was we took it and brought it above the crowd. So when you hear it, you know that you had a vested interest in what took place because you participated in naming it. Where else are you going to get live interaction like this anywhere else? Where else are you going to find content creators who are going to do that? I'm showing you by action how to do this, how to stand out above the crowd. That is, in essence, true strategy or true game. Just that quick. You just seen a manifestation of what I'm talking about. Just that quick. I just showed you how to do this. We took a song that's been there in the background. I haven't pulled that up because I couldn't get my my app that I use to make music to pull up. But I pulled this song up and boom, there it is. The song, the name came up, Highway to Freedom. So when you and then what Babe C said, I feel like strutting like I own the building when I hear this. So you got to understand, in order for you to stand in a public crowd, you got to get the people around you who are going to celebrate you to push you to the next level. You got to understand what just took place. If you do not understand this, you missed the whole thing of what we talked about. You said a one, okay? Right. Manifestation that quick. You may not like the song, but you got to understand the process of what we just did. Please understand what we just did. We took something that was in the crowd and made it stand up above the crowd. And now it's going to be on all streaming services starting this week and on. It's going to take a minute, but when you see the title and you see Lawrence D. Adams, and I'm going to put a link in here so you can get it, you make sure you grab it. It's going to be on Spotify, all the other ones. So what content creator is doing that, giving you this game, but also dropping music at the same time, who's also wear a fedora hat, but he's telling you how this, he's not only talking about it, he's being about it. I'm telling you right there, that's how you do it. See how simple that was? This was an interactive, like they do in science. This was an interactive class assignment that we just did. That quick. It took a minute because everybody's like, wait a minute, what is he doing? Name it? Give a name to it? Yeah, because I want you to give a name to it. Because once you give it a name, guess what? You begin to own it. You know that everyone who is part of the elite core has a vested interest in the name of this track. Everyone who is part of the elite core just created a vested interest into this track. So when it drops this weekend, because I'm going to push it, you know that you have a vested interest in this track. You know, I might drop it 2 places. So you have a vested interest into this track. Nowhere. I might drop it. I might think about it. I might put it on all streaming services, or I might put it somewhere else. You got to think about it. So I'm gonna have an opportunity, but it's going to be called Highway to Freedom, plain and simple. And I'm gonna put. I know exactly where I'm gonna put the cover. A man walking down the highway. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. I'm putting it together now in my mind. So definitely, you just seen a manifestation of how this really works. You have to do the same thing in your life. If you understand what I'm saying to you, because I'm right at the 1 minute mark, please let me know in the chat when you got the real lesson that we just did a few minutes ago. If you got the real lesson that we just did, really good, put something in the chat room and say, wow, I got it now. It wasn't just talk. We just participated together and made this happen. You are now part of the Highway to Freedom, the elite core. If you got what I'm saying, what just took place, let me know in the chat room. Let me know in the chat room that you got what just took place. I'm excited about it because I just wrote it in today's the 5th, 2001, and I wrote it down inside of my trusty book. This track. If you understand what I was just doing, let me know. Let me know right there in the what just took place. Let me know in the chat room. I see everybody then gonna quiet, and I know everybody's like, wait a minute. You got what I'm saying? So we got 1 minute. Let me know in the chat room. You got, okay, you got it. Good. What we just did was we just did a class assignment together and made this happen. Don't want to miss Friday. We're going to be with Pimp God. He's going to be here. He's going to be here. You got it. Never expected for it to be picked. Wow. Wow. You got it. You got the lesson. Wow. You got the lesson. You got the lesson. This is the thing. It's not, believe me. Where do you get this live interaction where you get to participate in a class assignment on what we were talking about? If you stand out above the crowd, just what took place. Did you get the lesson? and saying all of that, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Congratulated to the elite core. You know who you are. Those are people who are what? Super chat. Those who are people who have bought books. The Power of Believing Yourself. The Secret Invisible Crown. I got some other books out there. The Castration of the Male Soul. That's good. It's audio. Castration of the Male Soul. Those are our audio books that I have. Who have gave Super Chat, who gave PayPal, who gave Cash App. These are all the people who are part of the elite core. And for the person who is part of the one-on-one consultation, which has gone up exponentially. So they got in on the dirty, but this ain't no dirty anymore. So to shout out to all those who are part of the elite core, this is Lawrence D. Adams. You realize that everything we talked about always starts within. It never starts without, always starts within. Until we meet again, which will be tomorrow, 12:30 sharp. Come with your pen and paper. Salute to all you guys. I appreciate you. I don't take you guys for granted. I think y'all the best. Salute, and I don't care how many numbers. If it's just one person watching, if it's 12,000 people watching, you just push this thing to the next level for what you did. Shout out to you, Tim, for that super chat today. Much love to everyone else. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Thank you for the name of the track. We are out of here. Let's bring it back for the one time to the elite core, to the peep. Babe C, you made it happen. To Jaguar and to everybody in the chat room. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and I am out. Let's go live now. Thank you. We gotta stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop. We forgot the number of the day. Oh my God, how did I forget that? What's the number for the day? Somebody put the number in the day. What's the number for the day? What is the number for the day? Man, we almost went out the without. I forgot the number of the day. Name of this song. What's the number for the day? Somebody put the number of the day. What's the number for the day? 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 Somebody got the number? Because I'm gonna put one and y'all don't get it. Come on. 1 2 1 2. Uh-oh, 15, 35, 35. Okay, so there it is. I see it. That's it. Y'all didn't gave it. Oh, somebody said 3. Okay, I see a trend here. Oh my God. You got the track inspiration. You got that track inspiration in your head, LDA, and you forgot about the number. I know I forgot about the number. I see 3, I see 35, and I see 15. So there it is. That's it. 3, 15. 35, 15. Everybody get that? That's it right there. 3, 35, 15. That is the number for the day. 3, 35, 15. Y'all can give me. I forgot about the number today. I was gone, man. You're right. I was gone. You got that track inspiration in your head. Yeah, and you forgot about the number. Yeah. So the number today is 3, 35, 15. Everybody got it? 3, 35, 15. 3, 35, 50. And now if they hit the number, y'all play that, man. Y'all better come back to LD. I ain't telling you to pay the number. I'm not encouraging nobody to play no numbers. But if you just happen to hit, and you happen to play it box, squared, whatever how they do it, Don't forget to show your OG some love and say, hey, hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. Hit that PayPal. 333515 is the number. Anyway, those combinations going to hit. I'm not telling you to play the number. I ain't telling you to go play the number. I'm not giving out numbers over here either. This ain't that kind of thing. He giving out numbers over there. No. I'm just saying that's the number for today. 33515. Right. I'm not telling you to do that, but if you just do it on your own, if you happen to hit for some money, don't forget about LDA. You know what I'm saying? 33515 is definitely the number. So definitely get that. Make sure you get that in. You will see that somewhere today. Those combination between the 3, the 35 or the 15, you might see them all together. You might see them separate, but know that those numbers will show up on some level somewhere today. And it might be somebody's address. It might be somebody's number. You'll see the number come up, or it might be some where you go to the mall, whatever the case may be, those numbers may come up. Please understand what we do with this number is something unique. I'm going to reveal about the numbers maybe later on this year, what it really is, what's really going on. But yeah, 33515 is the number. It is what it is. Thank you for my fear soul. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So with that being said, back to the music, and I am out. Let's get it. Oh, I got caught in my chain. Oh no, get caught in my chain. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, back to the music. It's only gonna be the last one.